on day 2 of fall fat camp. So we're gonna start off by making a little brunch here. I did have a piece of pizza earlier today because I was hungry, but that's all right. It'll buff out. Um, I'm making a pineapple spinach smoothie as well as a steak bowl for brunch. Yesterday I did pretty good. I got a lot of steps in. Kind of blew by the calorie goal, but that's okay. We'll buff. But let's get started. Now that pineapple's gonna be a little bit tough to cook, so you want to make sure your knife's ready to go. Oh, what's going on, Powerpuff? Nice of you to join. I'm gonna go grab some paper towel. Okay, I got it back there. So now this big girthy pineapple here. Let's just take the bottom off of it. And we're gonna take the top off of it. Boom. Now we're gonna go right down the middle. How's life in the UK today, Powerpuff? Okay. This is going to get wrapped in foil and put in the fridge. Might freeze it later, we'll see. Yeah. Well, it tends to do that in winter, or fall, or whatever it is. On a trash bag. Trash bowl. Sure, this will work. So now here we want to get the exterior of the pineapple off, so we're just going to run the knife down the side. Try not to take too much of the fruit with it. Now the pineapple that gets real tough in the middle, real fibrous. I don't know if you can see, but you don't want that. That's not going to be very good. So I'll just go crisp. Cross. And honestly, that takes away most of the garbage pineapple. You can trim it up a little bit more if you left some undesirable bits on there. But I just kind of go down and cut it into manageable pieces. Yeah, we don't really have the it's getting cold problem here. What's kind of nice, to tell you the truth. Obviously, I'll have to figure out what to do with all this pineapple the next couple of days, but not the end of the world. I don't need that anymore. Well, I'll leave it there. It doesn't hurt anything. Here, spoon. right. It's all sticky. Okay. So, got that. I'm going to go in with about half cup of Greek yogurt. We'll call it a cup of pineapple. Now, big old handful of spinach there. And we're going to give it a cup of milk. So we're just going to estimate it. That looks like a cup. And that's whole milk. We're going to just put a handful of frozen strawberries in there just to make it cold. So, now that we got all that going, we can put our lid on. Turn your blender on. Start it low. Blend it to the consistency that you want. You got some protein stuff in from the milk, some calcium, plenty of sweetness from the pineapple, and then you get snuck a vegetable in there. Now that's good. Let's move back to the kitchen here. Oh, a little dog. Oh, another little dog. All right. Alright, we're back in the happy place. Now we're going to start working towards that steak bowl. So I got some beans that I made yesterday, seasoned them up a little bit as well as adding some serrano pepper in them. So we'll call them spicy beans, but as you can tell they're kind of cold right now because they've been in the refrigerator. But that's alright. We're just going to put them on the back burner and put them on low for now, alright? So order of operations, what are we going to put in here? Potato can take long to cook. You don't cut it real small. Eggs are quick. Got this steak. It's skirt steak, so it's kind of tough if you don't do anything to it and if you don't cook it forever. But I'm not going to cook it forever, and I need my knife. So instead of cooking it forever and doing a marinade, I'm just going to beat the meat real quick here. So this is $5 for a little over half a pound. We don't need a half pound on this. 1/4 pound of beef is pretty filling. So probably could get away with just using steak just as flavoring on this one, but you know, we're going to make the steak here. Hold on, let me fix all those annoying little dings. So I got this piece of skirt steak. I'm gonna trim. Maybe I'm not going to. It's not going to add anything to it. Alright. Now we're just going to vigorously beat your meat here. Tenderizing the skirt steak from a physical process here. So you're literally just breaking down all the muscles and fibers here. Ooh, these would be good in a nice steak sandwich too, so could set half aside for a steak sandwich later, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use it all. Alright, let's go ahead and season these. We'll be fine. Actually, I'm going to wait until right before they go in the pan to season them. So I'm just going to set that aside. Let's go ahead and start getting your pan preheated here. I got one little russet potato. It's a little bit sad. We're going to dice it up and then we're going to fry it in a little bit of butter. Alright, so you got your potatoes set up. You can season them however you want, but you know, truth be told, it's kind of tough to beat just a little bit of butter and Lowry seasoning salt on potatoes. So we'll let that pan preheat. I'm going to need some butter, aren't I? Uh-oh. Okay, now the comments are working. What's going on, Rihanna? Good to see you again. Well, I think you got to be witness to it. See. burner sucks, but it's my favorite spot, so, just bear with me. But yeah, that pineapple is gonna get frozen. But yes, it is hot year round here. Oh, what's going on? Just making breakfast, just potatoes, beans, eggs, and steak. And a little pineapple smoothie action. Little diced potatoes are going in. And we're going to just season those with Lowry's seasoning salt. Potatoes can take a lot of salt, so don't be shy. Now just make sure you get all your potatoes evenly covered. As much fun as it is to stir them around all the time, just let them cook for a while. Let them get some color, let them get some crispness. Just don't let them burn. I think today is a scrambled type of day for my eggs. Yeah. What else? It's going to be a whole lot of nothing for a few minutes. Oh, what's going on? Nobody, how you doing today? I concur. 'Tis better to give than to receive. Nobody. Don't forget you got some beans on the back burner here. So you are going to have to stir those occasionally. I still got a little ways to go. much that I hate to sneak vegetables in here, we're gonna do it. So I got green pepper here. Go a little way until the potatoes are done, you know. Back in there, soldier. The important part with the potatoes is just cut them into the same size. That way they'll cook at the same rate, you know. Want enough surface area in the pan that all your potatoes are laying flat on it and they're all cooking, so they're not stacked up on top of each other. Appreciate that, nobody. I really do. No, no M. No M. I'm gonna go get the bowl that I'm gonna serve this in. Oh, score. It's already up top. Kind of judge your potatoes by how much resistance they give you. See, that one's definitely not done, but that's one of the bigger ones. Versus these two, yeah, they could be done, but I want to get them a little bit crispier. Well, I appreciate your advocacy. Just real simple, you know, diced potatoes, fried in butter with Lowry seasoning salt. That's it for these guys. And quite frankly, you definitely don't need anything more. You can make your own blend to put your own special flair on it or whatever, but if you're not using Lowry's, do salt, garlic powder, and chili powder. That'll come out pretty good too. Or just read the back of the container of Lowry's and then just duplicate their recipe. Bam. What's going on, Scooby-Doo? Glad to have you joining us here today. What did it do, bro? What did what do? Let's check how we're doing. Oh, yeah. These are done. They got a nice little crisp, but, you know, the inside is almost soft, so you don't get that raw potato cringe when you bite into it. So let's go ahead, get the potatoes out, trying to leave some of that cooking butter, though. No. Vegetables allegedly are good for you. Now this is just half of a bell pepper here. I already got plenty of heat that are going to be coming from the beans from the serranos that I already put in there. A little bit of salt, but yeah, well, sorry about your choices were made. A little bit of salt in there. Oops, sorry, Benny. Check on the beans, see how they're doing. Beans are ready to go. We're making progress. Just put those off to the side. The steak's going to be salt. Well, I would say pepper, but I don't see where I put it. So it's going to be just salt and chili powder and garlic powder. Nah, it was dry-ish, but I wasn't too worried about it because I put it straight in the pan. I think I'm going to save this for later for a steak sandwich later in the day, so maybe that'll be part 2. We'll see. Yeah, you're not wrong, but I might try a little bit harder if it wasn't $2, $1.50 worth of skirt steak. I don't disagree with you though. You're right. And I'm not too worried about the skirt steak. You know, I'm gonna cut it thin anyways and mix it up. So it should be pretty good, but hey, that's good enough for my purposes here. I'm gonna set that to the side. With a little bit more butter. We're going to go ahead and turn our heat down now. And then just in with the scrambled eggs. Done that right, preheated your pan, all that good stuff. It shouldn't stick too bad, if at all. I mean, stainless really is wonderful when you get the preheat right and all that. So the eggs are picking up all the steak juice, a little bit of that butter. You know, this meal is not lacking in protein. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, I'm gonna pull that up. So now you're going to see the Build-A-Bear situation. We got the diced potatoes. Okay. Got your pepper and eggs. See, not too bad. There wasn't all the other stuff in the pan first, you know. Oh, welcome back, chap. Good for you, Augustine. You know, I gotta kind of curious what you did to go to jail, though. Making just a steak bowl. Hokey guy, how'd I do for just a little skirt steak? You know, not bad. Oh shit. Excellent. Just got some black beans with serranos here. Take a scoop in there. Go ahead. All right, so you can't see them, but there's, you know, fried diced potatoes at the bottom here. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. You got scrambled eggs, green peppers, black beans, serrano peppers, and a little bit and a little bit of skirt steak there. So we're gonna top it off with some cheese and sour cream and mix it up. And oh man, chap, really got me. But yes, I mean, strong protein intake does prevent a lot of injuries, you know. And when you imply that my needs a remedy, I assume. No, not yet. Still time. The day is young. And I'm just going to give a nice good old spoonful of sour cream on top. Actually, we'll make 2 spoonfuls. Now we're just going to mix everything together. So really the only carbs, well, I guess you got potatoes and beans, so lots of carbs, that's okay. But lots of protein in here. We got 2 eggs, some of that steak, beans. I mean, I know that if I eat this, I'm not going to be hungry until like 8 p.m. tonight. And then I'll just make, a steak sandwich or something. And if I do that, that'll keep me under 2,000 calories for the day. So, fat camp day 2. So pretty much just made a breakfast version of a Chipotle bowl, you know. Avocados are being way too expensive to be using them, so adapt and overcome. Alright, starting to feel a little bit full, so I'll just set it down and see if it's a false feeling or not. But thank you all for joining. I'm going to take off. I hope you all have a wonderful day, except for you, chap. I hope you set up in a puddle of water with socks on. What's going on, Dad? How you doing? I'm just wrapping up, made a breakfast bowl, you know. Yep, I'm about ready to do that too, so we gotta let you all go. Have a good one. Glad to see you stop by though, man. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's right, you're doing the intermittent fasting stuff, aren't you? You know, that's kind of funny because you came back to me 3 days in a row, chap. So I'm starting to think you would get a little bit disappointed. You know, first you were hanging out in public school, then you were, just a steak breakfast bowl. So you got some diced potatoes. Let's see if I can find it. Some little diced potatoes in there. Some scrambled eggs in there. A little bit of steak in there. Black beans in there, cheddar cheese, and sour cream. That's why it all looks like mush, but I mean, just a basic breakfast skillet, I guess. And also a pineapple spinach smoothie. That's a tough one, Wolf. Really depends on the situation and season, I think. I would not disagree with that. But fortunately, I live in Hawaii where it's never cold. Let them do the pre-wash. Yeah, well, that's they'll get the job done. They'll get your protein in there, dead inside. Ooh. Metaphysicist. I'm not into bum fights. I don't think it was Mr. Beast that did it. I think it was, I don't know, look up Dr. Phil bum fights if you're into that. But sorry to disappoint. You know, I'm not really trying to mess with the Honolulu homeless. You know, they're a pretty formidable foe. But yeah, I mean, that is a really, really good Dr. Phil episode because the bum fight guy comes out and totally clowns on Dr. Phil. You know, Dr. Phil's all doing the oh high and mighty, you're taking advantage of people, and then the guy totally turns it around on Dr. Phil. And then Dr. Phil throws a fit and kicks him off. I really do got shit to do today, though. So, thanks for joining. Hope to see y'all again.